So I'm Filippo. I'm the audio, I'm the audio lead or the head of audio. I don't remember it. We changed it a couple of times, So I'm the guy responsible for what you hear in the game. Let's say.
With Filippo, whom we work with like since I guess now nearly 10 years or something. We did a project and it was really fun. We did something very strange and made some very strange music, and we were not sure in the first place if he's like a genius or if he's just doing random stuff, but he's more the genius. So from that moment on, we continued to do every project. So we have a very close relationship, and he kind of also can like read my mind when it comes to music. And I have also a background as a musician.
Well, it's a lot of I call it soul searching in a way for each project, especially considering the instruments and the stylistic direction that we want to take. There's quite a bit of research going on before. I would say for Desperados specifically, it took more than a month to really lock down what we wanted to have in terms of sound and instrumentation, and in how much we wanted to dare play with the Western genre. Cliché has a bit of a negative connotation to it, but in truth, people want certain sounds in a Western. And in fact, it's not even about people, it's about us. We found ourselves thinking like, well, no, we want to do something different and explore different ways. But at the same time, we're craving for certain hat tips to the old age and the golden age of music in Westerns.
The concept was that we kind of wanted to do something new and something old and mix those things. So it was important that we get those like classic Western 70s sounds and guitars, electric guitars in it, but we also wanted to have something like real modern. So there's also like subtle synthesizer elements and stuff, and some like more kicking bass drums.
Being able to have the courage to say, okay, let's just put in a hurdy-gurdy, or let's put in much more synthesizer than, not just a subtle synthesizer that somebody could say, oh, maybe it's somebody falling on a guitar, so it's cool for Western or whatever. But something that's really iconic to the game. So in the river level, we meet Isabel Mo for the first time, and there's a moment where the hurdy-gurdy is really prominent. So yeah, this is one of those menacing droney sounds that we layer with a synthesizer as well. And just, it gels so well. We were quite amazed that it works so well. These synthetic sounds on one end, and then this thing, right here together. So basically this is a modular synthesizer. Each one of these little panels, you can actually choose which one to get, and you can freely combine them. This is just a basic modular synth bleep loop noise, but you can do a lot with it. Kate always has this more upbeat and very energetic kind of sound, also with the fiddle, which is her instrument of choice.
Sound effects, we also have like a very cool guy, which we got to know over Filippo. He's called Philip.
Nice, Philip and Filippo there. And I'm sound designer and Foley artist, so yeah, I'm responsible for what you hear in the game, but apart from music.
Like the guy, how you imagine, he has all this stuff and makes all the analog sounds and stuff.
The first approach is to just shoot. You make one set of footsteps. You make one set of, shooting sounds, anything, and then from there you get further on, and there come ideas from people from the team, and I think it should be more like this or in this direction. Sounding surface, much more dirt on it compared to. See, for Cooper it was in main it was the leathery jacket, and to give it to add some body, I have some old jeans, something like that. And because he has a belt with some gear on it and weapons, comes together to his walking style. It's like the classical horse with these coconut shells, walking from sand. And speeding up to hard rock. And slowing down on grass. We have 5 characters, and each one has its signature connotation to the normal footsteps sound. So, like for Cooper, you have the spurs, and Kate has some necklace flinging around every time that she moves, and so on. So you have like one signature bit for every character, and I chose them by my taste, to be honest.
And I think that's very important because the game has we are always pretty far away from the happenings, so it's always very tiny, and the sound can be one thing where you can cheat the player and give him a lot of detail that you never would hear on that distance. But it's very important because sound triggers emotion and stuff very heavily. So that's a very important tool for us, to having good sound effects in this game.
We've got several themes for characters, for situations, and so on. But if we have to boil it down to just the essence, it's super simple. It's really just these 3 notes. And I really wanted to have 3 notes that always stick out and that always catch the ear somehow of the player.
Big love for Mimimi.